Bowels Movement '08. Bringing you another video, alright? Now, NFL Draft is coming next month. Um, I, I am excited for it. I'm looking forward to seeing who my team, Tampa Bay, is going to pick number 9 overall. It's the best time of year for me. So it get me, prepared for the next, for the season coming up. Now, I'm sitting here looking at the 2012 NFL draft, and it was a very interesting draft. Um, I remember all these guys in college. I'm a big college guy, um, and I rate and I do remember not the draft. Um, it was a lot of misses. Um, Even though some of the picks were okay, but it was a lot of reaches, or the guys he picked were just, oh man, it was just fucked up. Um, so yeah, let me uh review the 2012 NFL draft first round. I'm just doing first round. I'm not doing the whole draft, but the first round. All right. Now the Colts, who was terrible the year before in 2011, they was like 2-14. Um, they were ass. Peyton Manning was out with the injury. He had missed the whole year, and they needed a quarterback because they Peyton was getting older, and I think they was going in a in a new direction, and the best thing for them to do was to draft a quarterback, and that year Andrew Luck was the best quarterback in college football. Um, Rob Griffin, RG3, he was coming strong, and he won the Heisman. Um, but Andrew Luck had the best tools. Um, Griffin is not big. I mean, like, he was never a big guy, but he was just I would say he's more athletic than Andrew, but the overall upside was to Andrew Luck, and I do remember a lot of discussion about that. Um, yeah, so the Colts had the number one pick that year, and you know, that was a whole discussion from January to April of that draft was who was the Colts going to pick, and yeah, so they went with Andrew Luck, um, and he been pretty good in the league. He was hurt last year, but the previous 3 seasons he took the team to the playoffs. Okay, so it's crazy that when your quarterback is out, the backups like it's like a great drop off, and the Colts just because I had them in going to at least the AFC Championship game, just like the last year, but they just struggled, man, and like Andrew Luck was hurt, and it was just downhill from there. But Andrew Luck been pretty good, man. So I think the Colts got that right. The Redskins, they they traded up with St. Louis. St. Louis got like 7, 8 players, like uh, like three good players. They got some nice players in that trade. Like the Redskins, man, they just gave them everybody, man. I mean, they just gave up all these draft picks just to move up to get Rob, man. The trade was smart. for the Rams, but the Redskins right now is not looking too good because RG3 is about to be released or traded. Well, he's a free agent. I believe he's a free agent. Is he a free agent? I think this is his last year coming up, so I think he might be released or traded. All right. I mean, Rob, man, he was good that first year. Man, he was rookie of the year. Took a team to the playoffs, man. But he got hurt, and ever since that injury, it seems like shit just went downhill. Like he was on his way, man, because like the offense that like Mike Shanahan had for him was just so good, man, and like that pistol was crazy, man, with Alfred Morris, man. Like they was doing some good things, man. But ever since that injury, um, against the Ravens, with like Nada hitting him in the leg, he missed the next game. Then he came back for the playoffs. Man, he wasn't healthy. He fucked his leg up again. Like he wasn't really the same after that. Um, so yeah, I'm like 50-50 on that pick. Because like he had such a great year in 2012, but like the last three just been crazy, man. He didn't even play last year, like which is crazy. Like I mean, like Rob, Robert Griffin had so much upside after that one season. It was crazy. I can't believe this was 4 years ago, and then he didn't even play last year. So that's just saying, I, I don't know, man. Cleveland took Trent Richardson, bust. Um, and Trent was coming from that draft. I mean, from Alabama at the time where they was uh they was winning titles and shit, and uh, after they was fresh off the title, and it just went downhill from there for Trent. Cleveland missed on that one, but in the last couple of seasons, man, Cleveland Cleveland draft picks just been ass. So it didn't help him a lot going to Cleveland, which people would never mention. I don't know why people don't never mention that shit. Oh, people always talk about Trent, but they're not mentioning the team he was on. Um, Matt Khalil went to the Vikings. They got that right. He's a beast. Um, he's a Pro Bowler. I don't know about future All Pro. You know, it might be coming soon. But they traded. Oh shit, they traded with the yeah. So Cleveland moved up to get him because I think they was going. I would guess Jacksonville was going to move or something. I don't know, but the way it's looking like they moved up to get Trent, and that just fell. Number five, Jacksonville picked Justin Blackman. Um, that was bad. He was a crackhead. Um, not well. I don't want to say a crackhead, but he just been he haven't been right, man, since he's been drafted. And he had as much upside as any wide receiver coming out in the last 5-10 years. And he was a beast at Oklahoma State, and like he just flamed out, man. Um, Morris Claiborne, Dallas Cowboys. Um, he I actually like Mo, but he just haven't been as effective as he should be. Um, he just been struggling, man. I thought he's gonna be better than what he is. You know what I'm saying? But he just haven't been. He been injured a lot, and you know, I still like him though. Hopefully he'll bounce back next season. Um, all right, Tampa Bay, we had the seventh pick that year. My fault. We had the fifth pick, but they traded back. Um, when I'm looking at this pick, right, I was excited at the time. Like I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like I was very excited who who Tampa Bay picked. Um, it's funny that like two picks later, they got a guy that was drafted by Carolina that is that that kills my very team. Like the team that I like in the NFL, pass on this guy who's on the rival. Okay, who I will get to in a couple minutes. But Barron, I liked the pick because I was a huge fan of Mark Barron when he was coming out. But he just it didn't help that he was on different schemes there there every year. Like he was on Shiano shit, then Lovey. Like the shit just did not work out, and he's gone now. So um, I heard he had a good year with St. Louis. I know he was in the top three tackling on that team. So that was a big loss for us. Even though I like Mark Barron a lot, yo, yo, like Mark Barron is. I mean, he's a hitter, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not good. He's not good in coverage, but he's a good run stopper. You know, he's a good tackler. Ryan Tannehill, Miami, that works out pretty good for them. He's been pretty solid. Luke Kuechly, Carolina. Um, looking back, I'm mad that I, I think that was the year we got Mason Farser too, so that's even more. That was second round, wasn't it? Second round. Mason Farser was second round, right? Third round. Yeah, like we didn't have no second rounder. No, Vontae was the second round. Then was Mason Farser. Either way, it was so bad. It was so bad pick. Bad. It was Mason Farser the year before. I think it was 2011. I think Mason Farser was 2011. Yeah, so that's probably why they didn't pull the trigger on that because we already had Mason Foster already. So I can understand why they didn't do that. But looking back at it, man, we could have had Luke Kuechly, man. That man been amazing since he's been in the league. Stephon Gilmore, Buffalo, he's been pretty good. Um, he's a he might be top 10, top 15 corner in the NFL. KC, Don Terry Poe, he's been good. He's been a Pro Bowler. Um, he's been okay with KC. He's a good anchor on that defense. Fletcher Cox, he's been a beast. Philadelphia got that right. So far, I'm gonna say out the first 12 picks, about seven was right. Seven out the first 12 was right to me, anyway. Michael Floyd, he's been a beast. Arizona, there's no complaints from Arizona. He's been very solid. He had a very good year last year. Michael Brockers, that was from the RG3 shit. St. Louis Rams. Um, Bruce Irvin, Seattle Seahawks, pretty damn good. He's a free agent this year too. Quentin Coples, he's been okay, but I should say okay. Drake Patrick, uh, you don't hear too much from him. I will say that. And being at the school he came from and all the hype that they come with, eh. Um, then this guy right here, Melvin Ingram, I thought he was gonna be nice, man, but he just been ass. Melvin Ingram been ass, man, and I remember that D line. They had Clowney, Melvin Ingram, and who was the other guy? Taylor. What's the other guy they had on the D line? They had a very good D line in South Carolina. But Melvin Ingram just been terrible. Shay Shay Mc Shay McCullen from Chicago Bears. He hasn't done much. Because I would have heard his name. Kendall Wright been good with Tennessee. Now he has a quarterback now, and hopefully he'll get his um, step his numbers up. Chandler Jones been great for New England. He's been a beast. He come from the Jones family, man. John Jones, Arthur Jones, all them Jones boys. Chandler Jones been great, man, for New England. So that was a very good pick. They traded from Cincinnati. Yeah, they had two first rounders that year. Damn. Yeah, they had two first rounders. Brandon Whedon, Cleveland Browns been ass. He was ass. Straight shitty ass, booty ass. Riley Reef, Detroit Lions, pretty good. David DeCastro, beast. Pittsburgh Steelers, very, very good, solid pick, man. Very good, solid pick. And he come from Stanford, man. He at the time he had a great offensive line. He was blocking for Andrew Luck, so their offensive line is very, very. At the time they was very, very solid. Um, the the Dante Hightower, New England. Sorry, I do stutter. Um, Dante Hightower, New England, come from Alabama. He's been okay. Uh, Houston Pitt. They put Whitney Merciless from Illinois. He's been pretty good. Uh, Kevin Zeitler from Wisconsin. He went to Cincinnati. Nick Perry, Green Bay. Harrison Smith, Minnesota. Very, very good player. Very, very solid. Nick Perry's pretty good too. AJ Jenkins, a bust. Yo, he was in San Fran for like a week. They traded his ass, but he's on. He the last team I heard he was on was Kansas City, but that was like 2 years ago. So I don't know where he at now. Doug Martin, from New England via Denver. They traded up to get him. I do remember this. We needed a running back bad, and we finally got one in Doug Martin. He's a free agent. Tampa Bay, the fans, we wondering what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to come back or what. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But Doug, last year in his first year was great. In like 2 middle years was just fucked up. He was banged up, hurt, inconsistent. Offensive line was ass. He didn't produce them 2 years. So he had. I'm gonna say he had 1,000 yards total, and I might be a little generous. Uh, and David Wilson, um, messed his neck up. He had to retire very early. He was like 24. He was like 24 years old when he had to give it up. Yeah, so that was the first round. Um, that was the first round of the 2012 NFL season. That's, I mean, like looking back, I'm like, wow, like we could have had Luke Kuechly, man, and we could have saved us Mason Foster, yo. Like, oh man, Mason Foster is ass, yo, straight ass. That's why he wasn't on the team last year because they let him go and didn't know what the fuck did he do with Washington. He went to Washington and started balling. Like that shit was weird, yo. Yeah, yeah, that was the 2012 NFL draft, first round. Uh, Kuechly, Kuechly is the best player from that draft. I'm sorry, out of all these guys from the first round, Kuechly been the best out of all of them. Even Andrew Luck. I'm sorry, he's been better than Andrew Luck. Okay, way better than Andrew Luck. Yo. So yeah, so that's the 2012 NFL draft. The 2016 draft is April 28th. I'm taking off that night. I'm going in. I gotta check out who. Who going where, and let's get to it, man. And I'm very excited, man. So it's your boy Bosman 08. Bring you another video. All right, and I'm out. Deuces.